What's up, guys? We're live. Don't know how many we have with us. Pick up some as we go along. But it is 8 p.m. Eastern time on my watch, and I start on time. I don't wait, and we roll. Anybody's in the chat right now, Merry Christmas, guys. Christmas is coming up. I wanted to go ahead and do the live stream tonight so that I didn't cut into any of your Christmas time, travel, Christmas Eve, anything like that. I do believe the NBA tipped off tonight. So we'll definitely be talking some basketball, probably a little bit of NFL stuff. Normal Q&A session, Q&A. We'll talk about the channel a little bit. I did put a video out a couple days ago concerning the future of the channel. So we'll talk about that. Hey, Classic Pack Attack, thanks, man. Yeah, just hopefully I don't get in trouble with YouTube for wearing the Merry Christmas bitches sweater, but yeah, who cares? But yeah, we'll discuss the future of the channel. Definitely some Q&A. That's what I like. I like for you guys to control the chat. I don't like to just talk. This is an interactive session with the followers because I can't get to all the comments, and I have some giveaways to do. I have some packs that we can break. I have like 25 raw singles here that I want to give away randomly. Anything between there's anything in here between like 10 and 50 bucks in raw card value here. So some bigger cards, some smaller cards. And I actually have a few slabs that we can work on giving away tonight too if we want, if we get some people. Going to be some questions pertaining to older videos and stuff and see who's been keeping up with the content. Not going to be any trick questions, anything crazy. What's up, Bravos? LT Smash, what's up? You're back, man. S. Fleming, how you doing? Happy holidays. Nico, what's going on, man? Daniel, Ben, Hakeem, man. 12 p.m. his time. Man, you're like 8 hours behind me. Are you in like Europe? Maybe England? Not sure. Don't leave. Yeah, well, I'm going to discuss that. I'm going to continue to do the old YouTube content. Really because of you guys, to be honest. Like, I went over the comments over my last video when I was contemplating on what I wanted to do, and the comments were overwhelming in a positive way. Motivating, very motivating to keep going. So yeah, I'm going to go because you guys made me feel good about it, and opened my eyes to what I didn't see, which was the people who do appreciate my content. Unfortunately, sometimes when you start to get caught up in the whole channel and the YouTube stuff, I don't want to say I overlooked what was important, but what's important is the followers that I have. So that's what I care about. I might sprinkle in shorter videos. That's one thing that some people have talked about. So I might sprinkle in some shorter 5 to 8 minute videos on a weekly basis, just updating people on NBA and stuff that I'm doing within the NBA market, because it moves so quickly and I act on stuff very quickly. So, flips, holds, different things like that. It's not going to be where I'm hyping things, because that's not what I want to get into. But it's going to be more of a quicker me telling you what I'm doing. And then I'm also going to have the videos where I break down research and talk about under the radar type investments and bargains and things like that. So yeah, that's going to be, what's up, E-Man? How you doing? Dave G, Jordan Hudson, Bill, Tark, Kenny. We got 18 in the chat right now. Anybody got anything they want to shoot at me or at chat? Any questions about any players, any sports, anything going on you guys want to talk about? Because I'm here to talk. Wiseman looks good tonight. I haven't seen any of the basketball tonight. That's Golden State? Is Golden State opening with Brooklyn? I haven't looked at really anything. I've been out Christmas shopping with my wife today, and We went and had dinner, and then I got home in time to do the live stream. Dragon Ball Z cards. I don't know much about Dragon Ball Z. I'm a little older, and kind of with Dragon Ball Z, I like Pokemon. I was older than right when Pokemon got popular. I had kind of outgrown that. So Dragon Ball Z, I think, came along a little bit later, and I just didn't see much about it. So Brooklyn and the Warriors are the East versus the West. Starting off, have I personally graded any soccer stickers? I have, but I haven't gotten any return because the turnaround times are so long. So, actually, soccer stickers, what I like to do is I'll buy them raw, and then I'll try to find a graded one because I'll compare it. In one of my most recent videos, I had a Zico sticker that I had bought raw, and then I found a PSA 6, which is as rare as can be. Like, when it comes to soccer stickers, those low grades are still good grades. Anything like a 5 and above on vintage soccer stickers is still really good. And I picked up a Zico PSA 6 for only $40, and I was able to compare it to some of my other older stickers to see how I want to submit them and what I like and things like that. Halan stickers. Yeah, Halan stuff is crazy, almost getting untouchable. He's the Zion of soccer. Yeah, man, you've been buying up the early 90s soccer stuff. So early 90s, I don't know my years on soccer. Usually when I search for a soccer player, I actually have to put in rookie or sticker and things like that to try to find older things. I was in some of the early 2000s stuff. I have some 80s stuff and some 70s. I'm not really sure what I might have from the 90s. I have a bunch of soccer stickers here, since we're on that, right next to me, of stuff that I've been wanting to send in for a long time, but my last two PSA orders that went in was 30 and 25 cards. And because I got a lot of Pokemon stuff in those, I held back on the soccer stickers because I'm not in a rush to get the soccer graded, because I'm not in a rush to move the soccer. I think the vintage soccer stuff is more long-term, especially the stickers, or even PC items, because I like the look of the old stickers. Like this is a 86 Maradona World Cup. Not his first World Cup, but it's the year that Argentina won. That's ready to be submitted. I thought I submitted these, but I guess I didn't. I thought they went in my last order, but here they sit. Bobby Charlton's 1958 Cadet Suites rookies. Yeah, just random stuff. Even picked up some Kaká stickers because nobody's talking about him. 2002 Zlatan World Cup. Michel Platini, 78. That's like the Zico. My hand's in the way when I show these. Two Ronaldinhos who I like. I think his stuff has good value. Yeah, just some cool looking ones. I even got some other ones. You're talking about Iniesta. Let's see. I don't have Iniesta or Xavi rookie stickers, but I have the, was it 2010? I have 2010 World Cup stickers of Iniesta because of the importance of that, because of Spain winning the World Cup and him having the game-winning goal or whatever. So I got, this one's super rare, although it's not as popular as the Panini. And then I got some Paninis also, a little bit of glare, but yeah, I got some Panini Iniestas. And this one, Navarrete, Album Mundial. Here's one that E-Man we can appreciate. Andrea Pirlo, Italian, great there. So, yeah. Won't bore you guys on any more of that. I just find the soccer stuff neat. And there was a couple questions. Big on Kobe with Billy Donovan. I like Kobe White a lot this year. I like Kobe White. Actually, one of my hot takes as a comment on someone else's video was that Kobe White would be a top 5 scorer and make the All-Star team. now. That might be a little bit of a stretch, but I can see him being up there in the top scorers of the league and in that talk at least. Yeah, E-Man. This one's for you too. I'll show you this. E-Man, you've seen this one. I actually was talking to E-Man before I bought this. Look, I pulled right to it. That's the 85 Roberto Baggio. I got a bad glare. There you go. 85 Roberto Baggio and a 6.5. Again, that's a solid grade for this old stickers. I don't know. In the preseason, they both were scoring in the 20s. Right here, let's see. In the preseason, they were both putting up big numbers, so I think they can coexist. You have to have more than one player to be successful in the NBA. I mean, look, LeBron always has to bring in people with him. I bought some PSA 10 Prisms of Kobe White last week before the bump in them. They were actually one of the hot cards on. There's a couple cards that I bought a couple weeks ago, and one of them I talked about in a video in length. I don't know if you guys have watched Sports Card Investor top 5 hot cards of the week for today, but this card right here, the Zion Select, was number 4 on the list. And I did a video in length with research talking about how this card in particular was undervalued in comparison to the rest of the selects and percentages with the prisms and this, that, and the other. It was a whole breakdown. If you didn't see it, you can go back and watch it. But I talked about how the market would naturally adjust on this regardless if Zion had a big game or not, and it did. This has seen a higher percentage increase than any of his other cards, even his prism. There's an 87% increase since last week. I picked these two up for $225 and $230. Respectively. Now they're going off between $325 and $350, and that was just a natural market adjustment. I just saw that one coming. That's kind of a diamond in the rough that I kind of found. Man, we filled up with 31 people. I want to give something away. Who wants to win something? What I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna ask random questions. What I have here is for the people who weren't here earlier, I have like 31 raw singles ranging between like 10 and 50 bucks. And then I also got some product that we're going to do. I got a handful of slabs back here, and I'm just going to ask like a random question from this YouTube journey that I started 6 months ago. And if you guys can answer a question, you'll pick a number between 1 and 25. You'll get that card, whatever it lands on, out of the stack. That way it's all random. It's all fun. I try to get out enough cards so that everybody has at least a decent chance. Remember, guys, you may not get these immediately because I'm going to have to individually package and ship these out myself. I don't have somebody that does all that stuff for me. So I started a Twitter account today, so I'm starting down the journey of Twitter. I'm officially that maybe shaved a couple years off of my age. I'm now on Twitter. But, my daughter thought it was a shock. But, yeah, so I think it's just Flipping Steve if you want to hit the Twitter. So that's an easier way now to get up with me with your address and contact info if you win something. Instagram, Twitter, just, whatever. You want the Michael Myers knife? I don't know if that will pass through the mailing when they ask me, is there anything dangerous in this package? All right, here's a question. And the cards that I'm going to give out for this are not random. They are actually themed to the answer to this question. And you're going to have to have gone back with me or watch some of my other live streams with other people to know the answer to this. What's up, Steve? How you doing? What card? And I know you guys that have been watching me since the beginning are going to know this. What card got me back into the hobby? What card did I have stacks of that I was able to get back into the hobby and flip and get income to buy better stuff? Does anybody remember what card that was? First person to answer that. All right, Jordan, you're correct with the player. Do you know what the card was? Oh, it wasn't Tannehill. It wasn't Tannehill Chrome. I did buy a Tannehill Chrome lot, but this wasn't the one that I had sitting on my. What Tannehill card did I have sitting in stacks of? All right, so Bravos, you're correct with the contenders. And let's see, first person to say Tannehill was Jordan. So I'm going to give away two cards to you guys. So instead of just giving away the cards that were themed for that question, I'm just going to have you guys pick a number. So Jordan, give me a number between 1 and 25. And Bravos, I need a number between 1 and 25. By the way, guys, here's the card. I still have one. I kept one just because of the reason that I could tell this story, and I still have one. I sold all the rest. I still have one contenders. Now, if they make a Super Bowl run this year, deep into the playoffs, this might be sold because if it pushes up to good money, I might go ahead and sell it. Jordan, you pick 7. We're going to take the stack, and I'm the 7th card down. It's going to be your card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, there's some baseball, football, and soccer all mixed in here. So you hit a baseball card. This is a first Bowman Chrome Bo Bichette. So hopefully you're a Bo Bichette fan. First Bowman Chrome, a nice rookie of his to have. I'm just going to need you to go to Instagram or something later. You don't have to go right now, and just hit me up with your info so I can mail it out to you if you want it. If you don't want it, you can just say, hey, take that card and stick it where the sun don't shine. But hopefully you want it. So I got Jordan for the Bichette. I'm going to write this down because I'm old and I'll forget. That rhymes. And you said 14 for Bravos. So we're going to count down 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 is going to be an NFL card. I hope you like the NFL. I know you like soccer. This is going to be a Mosaic Patrick, or no, not Patrick, but Justin Jefferson. Mosaic Justin Jefferson, base rookie for Bravos. He is one of the top rookies in the draft. He's been going off. So I'll write that down so I don't forget. All right. Whoa, let's see. I'm a Flippin' Steve fan. That works, brother. What's up, Caesar? How you doing? Curtis, man, glad you could make it in. What's going on, man? Way back to Caesar. You're late. You're not late. It's only almost 20 after. You know I'll stay late anyway. Shelly, Merry Christmas. Thank you. What's up, Brian? Scott? All the favorites are in the chat tonight. How you guys doing? The community. So, you guys want to talk about any basketball players, any NFL stuff? Any thoughts on any players? Well, let's see. I am doing just a live stream. And for Christmas, I'm giving some stuff away. If you haven't been here to see, I just got a stack of raw singles, anywhere between 10 and 50 bucks. There's some $50 stuff in here. I got some slabs. We're gonna do some Bowman baseball. I don't know if we'll just bust it like a small break for people. I got some Bowman Chrome. I got some Mosaic football. I got a couple of these Prism football. Yeah, I'm going to hook some people up with this tonight. I'm not going to open this for me. I'm going to open it for you guys. You guys are going to win some cards out of it. If we pull something good, hopefully. Hopefully I'm giving somebody a Justin Herbert silver tonight. That'd be awesome. Let's see. Am I starting to look into baseball before the hype builds around or for the hype builds for investments. Mainly the baseball that I'm buying right now is Albert Pujols. I'm just really big on his rookie cards before the hype builds for what he has coming. His future might be a little bit longer term hold, but he's approaching 700 home runs. So if he approaches that, television will televise every single one of his at bats. Every sports show that you're watching will cut picture in picture to Albert Pujols batting when he's chasing 700, which means, notoriety is going to bring you popularity. And when he gets popular and people see his career numbers, people who are new to the hobby that weren't around when he was, king of baseball, I just think Albert Pujols stuff's got a lot of potential. And yeah, you can get in on guys right now, younger guys. Now's the time if you're going to get in on baseball. I wouldn't wait too much longer. For me, baseball is a harder flip just because it's a lot more players, a lot more systems they got to go through to, it's hard to prospect. You can go out and try to pick up your Tatises and your Sotos while the market is down on them a little bit and then flip them when they go back up. But your profit margins aren't going to be as big as if you prospected them out from the beginning. All right, this is a good question recently because my stance on this has changed. What percent of cards I purchased I consider grading or flipping raw? Because of the convenience of Star Stock now being a platform, I'm doing a lot of raw to raw, unless it's something that I think is a long-term hold because of the fact that, if you want to buy a bunch of a young player right now, somebody that you like, say, for instance, Darius Garland. If you want to buy a bunch of Darius Garlands, by the time you get them back from PSA, now you're not going to pay premium PSA grading prices to get a bunch of Darius Garlands graded. And then by the time you get them back, it's going to be insignificant as far as a quick flip standpoint. There's no such thing as a raw to graded quick flip anymore. That's gone with the lengthy turnaround times from grading. So now raw to raw is the way to go. And if you're going Star Stock, they're going to soft grade everything. So if you get them Star Stock A's, you're going to get a premium over selling a raw card on eBay because with Star Stock, you're getting a peace of mind. People are paying for peace of mind because they believe that they're getting a card that will be worth getting graded in the future, as opposed to buying something off eBay and it being hit or miss. So even though you may buy cheaper off of eBay, say, for instance, a raw card could be going for $30 on eBay and it might be going for 40 to 45 on Star Stock, but that's because people are paying that premium for the peace of mind that Star Stock is soft grading that as a nice card, as opposed to getting it home in the mail and having a bad card. What do you think about Hertz cards going for almost as much as Tua's? Well, Tua's winning. And Hertz is putting up stats. It's the same as Justin Herbert. San Diego's not winning, but Justin Herbert's putting up stats. So people are looking at the stat lines. I don't think people look at the Dolphins as a real threat to be a deep playoff contender. So deep playoff run is not baked into Tua's cards. If all of a sudden Miami was in the AFC Championship, which that would be awesome because I'm a Dolphins fan, then you would see Tua cards have an additional spike. But right now, he's just winning. He doesn't have the stat line. And people still doubt Miami. So, yeah, Pujols has 662. So you're looking at, 38 away. He won't do that in one season. But if he can do that in 2 seasons, the COVID season, shortened season this week, or this season hurt him. He could be sitting at, 670 possibly, or even closer. But still, 662 puts him at 5th all time. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully with the buyout from PSA, that would be awesome if they were able to help their return times. But it's going to be a work in progress. They're going to have to get infrastructure. They're going to have to hire people. Everything across the board. I think they're backlogged like 3.5 million cards. That's what I heard. I don't know how accurate that number is, but that's a lot of cards to be backlogged. I've had a 20-day turnaround sitting there since August. So, we're coming up on the end of December, and that's a 20-day turnaround. And I paid premium money for a 20-day turnaround, and I'm not getting premium turnaround times. It's been sitting in the grading phase now for at least a month. So hopefully after that, it'll be out. But yeah, that goes to show you I got my order in before they suspended the 20-day turnaround. And about 3 weeks after I got my order in, they suspended that service. And so I got it in before they suspended that service. But yeah, it's been sitting 20-day turnaround now since August, beginning of August. All right. I'm doing a video on this, Surplex. Am I buying Magic Cream or any Hall of Fame inductees? Well, these guys are in the Hall of Fame already. So, yeah. I'm buying some Magic and Kareem cards and some Larry Bird because I believe, they'll be good to have when the Magic Johnson Showtime Lakers documentary comes out. And look for that to be an opportunity. The funny thing is I'm not really looking at the old stuff. I'm trying to buy up new serial numbered parallels out of the prisms and things like that of these players, because I look at older players are going to have appeal to the older guys like myself, but the new people coming into the hobby, what they know is prism, and they know optic, and they know things like that. They don't mess with the vintage cards. So I look at it being a perfect marriage of the popularity of Magic and Kareem getting some limelight due to a documentary, mixed with an awesome looking prism card with a serial number on the back. Maybe a purple ice. A purple ice on a Kareem card or on a Magic Johnson card would look awesome, aesthetically appealing. And you get the perfect marriage of what the young people are looking for as far as newer product that they like, and also these new players that they're just learning about. And I believe that mix right there will make for a good flip opportunity, because the prices that you can buy these Magic Johnsons and such for are cheap. Look at the 2012 Prism, which is becoming an iconic set, first Prism set. You can pluck the Magic Johnsons out of that and the Larry Birds, for $10 and under, and get them graded and have a nice card. And this is something you can get graded because these guys aren't necessarily quick flips. And you can buy, I don't know if I have any. I have a couple that have already arrived in the mail, but I don't know if I have them handy. Oh, yeah, I do. I have a couple handy. So I'll show you a few of what I'm talking about. So this here is a 2018 Prism pink fast break. So it's a double parallel hybrid, with the pink and the fast break on it. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and it's serial numbered on the back. You're not going to be able to see it, but it's serial numbered out of 50 right down there. And this, I bought this for, maybe $6. And if you look in the graded, there's none in the pop report. This is a 2016, I believe, 15 or 16 blue Prism of Magic Johnson doing his famous finger roll move. It's nice and shiny. You can't see because of the lighting, but it's numbered out of 199 and looks really good. And I bought this for less than $10. So I'm just scooping up a couple of these that I see that look nice. People like the shiny things that look good, of players that they're going to learn about that they never got to see play on cards that they already know about and collect. It may be way off. I may be way off track with that, but it's not too expensive for me to make some investments into that stuff. Yeah, Bravos. SGC did refund to people for turnaround times that they didn't meet. However, they did not refund my last one because, my two previous SGC orders, one of them was way behind. I was in contact with customer service, and they said on your next order, we'll give you like 15% off. It was something like that. They give me a coupon. They said, because we took so long this time, on your next order, we'll give you a discount. It was like 15 or 20%. It was pretty decent. The problem there was, what makes them think I want to submit with them again? They're basically giving me a coupon now, almost to bribe me to submit with them again. Either way, I'm spending money. But I went ahead, I submitted with them a second time with the coupon. They didn't meet my turnaround times. In fact, they were way, way further behind, but they didn't refund me because I used a coupon. So a coupon that they gave me for my first go around, they didn't meet my turnaround times for my second order, and then they didn't refund my what I paid for the 15-day service because I had put a 15% coupon on top of it. It's pretty shady, but you know. You mean Garnett, Duncan, and Pierce? If I invested in any of them, it would probably be Duncan. I think he has the strongest long-term value there, just because of all the titles and such that he's won. Garnett was great, and he was on the Celtics. I won a title with the Celtics, my favorite team, and Pierce as well. But I would go with Duncan, although when these guys got announced as inductees last season, their cards really spiked up. The time to get on these Hall of Famers is before they get announced as being inductees. In fact, one player right now that I'm investing in is Dwayne Wade, because the stuff is way underpriced, and he will be inducted into the Hall of Fame, no doubt about that. Probably in 2022, I believe he's eligible. I believe he'll be first ballot. So the time to buy somebody that's going to be inducted is before the announcement. Not the official induction, but before the announcement, when they say, hey, they're going to be going to the Hall of Fame this year. So guys like Dwayne Wade that are out there sitting and ready to be plucked off of eBay at decent prices are good to buy now. Now you're going to hold them. You know, this isn't quick flip stuff. You're going to hold them. But I would tend to lean towards that because Garnett, Duncan, and Pierce have already got that Hall of Fame price baked into them because everybody knows that it's coming. And everybody's looking at this year's class. While everyone is looking at this year's class, Hall of Fame class, you need to look at next year's Hall of Fame class. You got to be ahead of the curve. If you wait, never mind. I'm not going to say that. Somebody will think I'm taking a stab at somebody, but I'm not. What's up, Chuck? L&M, I'm having a hard time keeping up. Comments are coming in. We're filling up. Yes, that's an absolute yes. Football will dip after their team is eliminated from the playoffs. In fact, I'm selling football. I'm even selling who I think might make it to the Super Bowl. You know, Patrick Mahomes. I sold my last Patrick Mahomes last week. It was a select PSA 10. I sold it for $1,300. I bought it back before last year's Super Bowl for around $230. So I made good money on it, and I sold it. What happens is guys like Patrick Mahomes, they get the Super Bowl already baked into their cards. Then if it doesn't happen, you're looking at a big loss. And then when it does happen, it's not a surprise. In fact, a lot of times it will even take a small little dip. I could see, selling a Patrick Mahomes select now for $1,300 and being able to grab that card again in the offseason, win or lose a Super Bowl for around the $900 mark if I wanted to come back in on that one card. That's a lot of money. So I'm not saying, hey, go spend high dollar on these guys. But there's opportunity there. It's like with every sport. You want to buy and sell in the offseason, or buy in the offseason, sell as the season is coming up into the hype. And also your veterans, such as guys like Anthony Davis and LeBron and stuff, you don't want to sell those guys into the preseason hype because they're established. It's a lot of the younger rookies, second-year players that you want to sell into the hype, and you want to buy into these guys that are going to make deep playoff runs with that money. This is another good question. I have a lot of experience with this. Does SGC sell as quick or as often as PSA? I pretty much only buy PSA or VGS 9.5 for autos. It does not. SGC is it's not, I'm not going to say it's a hard sell, but it's not as liquid. I currently have a Jason Tatum card and an SGC 10 on eBay at a buy it now. The best way to sell your SGC slabs is at a buy it now and just wait for a buyer to pay you for it. If you put your SGC slabs at auction, a lot of times they're going to sell for what you don't want to sell them for. But I have a Tatum card on eBay right now, and I have a buy it now on it. And one just sold, not mine, but another listing sold earlier this week for $230, and mine is listed at $225, and it hasn't sold yet. So the right person will come along and they will buy it, and I will not lower my price on it because it's already at a fair price. If anything, it's cheap. So I'm just going to let it sit. If nobody buys it, they don't buy it. But I'm not going to give in to putting it at auction and getting 150 for it or something because it's more valuable than that. If you just hold it and be patient. Now, if you need constant funds going in and out, then you might want to. But SGC is not as liquid as PSA. Maybe on some of the older vintage stuff, they're more respected for older grades, especially in old baseball. But right now, the market is really controlled by a lot of flippers. And even though my name is Flipping Steve, that's not just what I do. That was just a catchy name, and I wasn't smart enough to come up with anything better. But, PSA is what everybody talks about. That's all the new people coming into the hobby know about is PSA, PSA, PSA. They were just in the news with the big sale. Huge content creators talk about PSA. PSA is only a few years older than BGS and SGC, and actually SGC's been out a year longer than BGS. So, they've all been in the hobby for a long time. SGC came in 98, I believe, and in 99 BGS started. So they've all been in the hobby for at least 20 years. However, a lot of them hold a lot better reputation because that's what's in front of them. That's what they're being told is best. Now, a lot of your older savvy collectors and stuff, they like the SGC slabs because they're reputable, and they know that they're reputable, and they're not looking to just quick flip stuff on a PSA. Did I see Gary V show off McDonald's Durant? I did not. Did Gary V show a McDonald's Durant XRC? Because I have some of those. I talked about those a long time ago, along with the James Harden. I talked about them both. Let me see. Do I think Garnett and Duncan's will still go up a little more, though? Well, I don't know the market on them right now. There's not – you have to find something that's going to drive the market off somebody once they're out of the spotlight. So the Hall of Fame is a temporary spotlight to sell. And then after that, these older cards and Hall of Famers, they kind of become like bonds, like savings bonds, where they will gradually go up over long periods of time, and you really don't run the risk of them ever going down. But these younger players are like stocks where you're going to see big spikes and ebbs and flows and peaks and valleys all the time, and you got to be quick on the right window to buy and sell. If you buy Duncan rookie cards, you can pretty much set it and forget it if you want and check in a couple years unless something comes along to put him in the spotlight. And with Tim Duncan, I don't know what that would be. It actually took this Hall of Fame induction announcement to even get him any notoriety after everything that he's done. See Kyrie and KG, and can he live up to the hype? We'll see if they both stay healthy, and we'll see if they can both get along. I mean, they're both good, and the team's good, but it's like two players. I don't know. A lot of people are talking about, they're going to be able to score a lot, and the Nets are one of the favorites in the East. The Heat are still good all around. Giannis is still in Milwaukee. The Celtics will play better than they played in the preseason. I mean, it's going to be a toss-up with a lot of those. And Toronto is always going to be good because they're coached very well. So, what is the hype? I mean, it depends on what your hype level is at. Is the hype saying they're going to make it to the NBA Finals, or is the hype level saying that they're, going to be a number 2 or 3 seed, and that's about it? I guess it depends on, if I'm holding KD cards, I can hold them forever. If I'm holding Kyrie cards, I'm selling them in week 1 of the playoffs. That's me personally, because I can rebuy Kyrie if they get eliminated. Kevin Durant, I don't want to sell because really he's got a legacy already. And Kyrie is very polarizing. Both of them are polarizing. To say that Kyrie is polarizing is a big, big thing. All right, guys, let's give something away. Who wants to give something away? I need a question. Let's see here. All right, we're going to do a quick baseball card. If you've been with the channel for a long time, what was the first baseball card that I gave away on the channel? You can tell me what it was. I'm going to give you something. First person in the chat to tell me. Oh, Clarence, you're all over it. That was quick. Was Clarence, were you the first person to say Vlad? You were. I know you were one of my original subscribers and Facebook followers as well. You're right. You're right. The first baseball card I ever gave away on the channel was a 2019 Topps Archives PSA 10 rookie of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So, Clarence, send me your information, and I'm going to send you one of those cards because I have another one. I'm going to send you this Vlad Gem Mint 10. So I hope you're a fan. I'm going to send you that Vlad because you guessed it right. And this is the same card. Now, if you guys end up giving some giveaways and you guys want to trade what you got, like say for instance, somebody else likes this and you like something somebody else got, just let me know and I'll change the names around and I'll send the right card to the right person. So you guys can trade your prizes in the chat if you want. Let me scroll back up and find some. Let's see here. JPR, what's up, man? Do I think the new Hoops premium product is going to make the base hoops worth less than they already are? And do you think it's going to be a permanent product now? Let's see. Well, are we going to – I don't think it'll make hoops worth less. But where are we going to – I think it's more of a question is where is Hoops Premium going to be placed? If it's going to be placed up there with Optic and Select, then it's definitely not going to hurt the prices of regular hoops because regular hoops is a bargain card. So your people who can't afford the upper echelon of product are still going to buy the hoops because they're the bargain card. They're the card that they can afford. Now, if Hoops Premium comes down to where it's, you have Prism, Select, Optic, Mosaic, then Hoops kind of sits right there. Now, if those clearly non-Russ or those Hoops Premiums start falling into that category, then they may bump products like Hoops or Revolution back. It's hard to say right now because anytime a product is new is the worst absolute time to buy it because it's hot and people want it. Just look at Prism Football, how much it's cooled off since it dropped. So it's hard to get a market gauge on a product that's so new. Now, are the photos the same? It's just got a chromium finish, or did they take all new photos for it? If they took all new photos for it, then it's a completely different product. You don't even really need to call it Hoops Premium because technically it's not Hoops. It's just a premium product. Now, if they took Hoops and just put a chromium finish on it like Topps used to do with Topps and Topps Chrome, then it could. But because it's a chromium finish card, I can see it being bumped up in the, if it goes anywhere, I just think it's going to be up higher. I don't think it's going to hurt the hoops because there has to be a card for the general collector to afford. You know, if a kid wants a Zion rookie for Christmas, I doubt that their parents are going to go out and drop big money on, you know, a Prism, a Select, you know, even a Mosaic. They're going to go buy them hoops or Revolution. So you're always going to have a market for those types of cards. Scrolling down, Acuna flagship. Yes, sir. Base. Premium stock retail. And this is probably one of the hardest questions I've ever been asked. What do you think is the best flip right now with the least risk? Well, it's whatever. What determines risk is price point. You know, what you're in, what, you know, what the price you're paying for something. That's your risk right there, because what you buy for something is that's what you have to lose. If I pay $100 for a card and it tanks, $100 is what I have to lose. If I pay $500 for something, $500 is what I have to lose. Now, depending on the market and what I can flip it for, you know, that's your reward. I always look at ratios from risk to reward. Is it worth risking $100 to make $500? To me, yes. Is it worth risking $500 to make $800? To me, no. So again, to say what is the best flip at the least risk right now, there's some values out there right now. I think any bargain card, it depends on what your budget is. I'm going to do a video on 3 bargain cards. I've already got them set up. I already know what they are. I just haven't put the video out yet. Don't have time, but it'll be out. But look at your low value Lucas right now, because Lucas stuff is going to go crazy and it's going to be unaffordable again. Compare it to hoops, or compare it to Giannis from last year. Now, I'm not saying that Luka Prisms are going to hit Giannis prices, but look at his hoops. Look at what Giannis's hoops did last year. Things like that. Go back and look at the market on Giannis hoops. Giannis hoops card at the end of February were in a PSA 10 were 280. By the time the bubble came around, they were like 1,300. So that's a big increase. Look now at Luka's, because Luka's being talked about in the MVP race. Look at Luka hoops. Look at his $1,700 on his Prism, and then look at his hoops in a PSA 10 around 350. And then start looking at the variations, because last night I picked up a Luka hoops PSA 10 with the winter variation for only 330. And the hoops PSA 10 base was going for 350. And if you look at the pop reports, you got over 2,000 hoops PSA 10s, and there's only 175 winter variations in the pop report. What it all boils down to when it comes to supply and demand, and we start getting some kickback, we start getting more stuff into the population from PSA, because there's more Lucas to come. You get yourself less risk, you get a nice card with a low population on it, and it's not only a rookie card, it's going to be a collectible, because someone who collects Luka is going to like to have, you know, not a flipper. You know, the flippers want to buy the base stuff and they want to get it in, they want to get it out. But someone who's going to collect Luka is going to be like, hey, I would like to have a PSA 10 hoops winter versions. And there's 175 in the pop report. So he's going to have Luka appeal, and it's going to have collector appeal. It's going to appeal to all different markets. You're going to get in low, and, you know, really there's no bottom out. I think that's cheapest as Luka's going to see for the rest of the season. If that makes any sense, if that really answered your question, there's not one single card that I can say, hey, this is the best flip right now. Because if I could do that, I would be rolling in millions of dollars right now, because I would be buying them all. I might save you a couple, but I'm just saying there's just various good bargains out there that you can buy that can help limit your risk. I'm always limit risk first. I never look for the upside of something. I limit my risk, and then I say, what is the upside? New photos. So it is new photos. So it's Hoops Premium. However, it's not really Hoops. It's almost its own standalone product. They just weren't creative enough to come up with a new name for it. And they just put Hoops Premium on it. What am I doing with LeBron new, mid, and older? I'm not selling any LeBron stuff right now. There's actually a super duper good bargain on LeBron on a certain LeBron card right now. This is part of the video where I just talked about that Luka's going to be in. This LeBron card is going to be in it also. If I tell everybody now, then nobody will watch my video. I showed it in my last video, actually. The best bargain, I think, out there right now on a LeBron rookie. Now, it's not cheap. It's going to be between $400 and $450, but it's a PSA 9 Fleer, 2003 Fleer Tradition. Just a nice looking card. It's clean, and it's half the price, if not less, than a PSA 9 Topps base. And to me, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I know Topps was the company in that 2003 in that season, so people want the Topps. The Topps Chrome pulls up the price of the Topps base. So. But the Fleer to only be selling for $450 and the Topps in a PSA 9 to be selling for over $1,000, to me, there has to be an adjustment. And I'm not saying that it's going to catch the Topps and be $1,000 card, but I can see it being an $800 card really easily. And then as the other ones continue to go up, it'll continue to go up. It may never catch the Topps, but it'll be pulled up by the Topps. And I always say, Michael Jordan's rookie card is a Fleer. So why is the LeBron Fleer so cheap? Just because I know people want the Topps and people dictate the market, and the market works funny. But Michael Jordan's rookie card is a Fleer. LeBron's Fleer draws half the value of the Topps. So I just think that it's underpriced right now. I think a market adjustment will take place without LeBron even having to do anything. All right, so what do I think of Kevin Knox? He's supposedly getting better. He had a good last preseason game. Kevin Knox is good at his price point. I bought some Kevin Knox cards, but he was one of the guys that when I bought him, and I said in a video, I said it's a complete shot in the dark. I was just buying him strictly based on price point. I got a lot of his nine prisms, but 4 of them were silvers and like 3 of them were greens. And then the other were base. So I got 3 silvers, 3 greens, and a bunch of base. And it was like $100 for the entire lot. So I just took the gamble on that, because if he pops off one game, I'll get my money back off 1 silver. And he's in a big market. That being said, the Knicks are not very good, and he's not in the starting lineup. So that's another thing that could be that telltale sign that he may not have that much potential if he can't crack the Knicks starting 5. Again, he's a shot in the dark for me, but I did buy some. Complete transparency on that. Guys, I'm answering too many questions. I'm not being able to give enough stuff away. Let's see. I need to come up with a way to give something away. I need a question. I need something. I'm only giving away 3 cards, man. I got 25 cards here. I got packs. Let's see. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out. Get out this. Where is it at? I'm going to get out this Mosaic Football Cello. All right. It's got a couple packs in it. Now, in one of my videos, I talked about a baseball card that was given to me by another YouTube subscriber. The first person that can tell me the card and the YouTube content creator that gave it to me, the first 3 people that can answer that question will get a pack of this Mosaic. So, I need the card and the YouTube content creator that sent it to me. All right, T-Bone said Cal Ripken and Ziggy. All right. I don't know if that's correct. I can't give the answer away. Yamwax has got an answer in there. And Classic Pack, let's see. Hold on. All right, I'm scrolling. The answers are coming in hot and heavy now. So let's see. Let me scroll up. All right, stop answering because I know we got at least 3. Okay, Amara is the first person to say Ripken and Ziggy. So Amara, do you want the top pack, the middle pack, or the pink camo pack? And then T-Bone says Cal Ripken, and then came in with Ziggy second. So T-Bone, you're going to get a pack also. Tell me if I'm wrong. Let's see. Panda came in with Ziggy, no, but there was no answer on the Ripken. L&M Bros. It looks like L&M Bros. So it looks like Amara, T-Bone, and L&M Bros. So Amara, you want the middle pack. All right, this is yours. Now, if this is filled with, I'm going to open it. If this is filled with commons, I don't want to pay to ship it. I don't want that to sound cheap. But if you get a rookie or an auto or a silver or something awesome in here, then I'm going to send it. All right? Should be fair enough. I don't want to pay like $4 to ship, cards that aren't worth $4. So here we go. Got a Myles Garrett. Zach Thomas, best linebacker ever, in my opinion. I'm biased. Skipped a card. Jordan Hicks. I wish I had a better camera, but I don't. Zach Thomas. There's a green prism of Calvin Ridley. Tony Gonzalez. Touchdown. Insert. And Darrell Hinton Evans. Rookie card running back. So, let's see. Because there's a rookie running back in there, I'll send this because, that guy could, someday replace Derrick Henry. Probably not, but. Okay, so this is Amara. I might have to go back and watch my own live stream just so I get all these handouts correct. Let's see. Second was T-Bone. Did he answer which pack he wanted? Mara said the middle. You'll take whatever. So then L&M Bros, would you rather have the pink pack or the regular? There's a pink camo and there's a regular. I got some questions I'm going to get to in a minute. It's hot in here with this. I don't know if anybody got to watch my shirt. I don't know if it's offensive. Merry Christmas, bitches. You want the pink? Okay. What's up, Dustin? All right, we're getting into the pink pack. Let's see some quarterback action. Kyler Murray pink. I know it's not a rookie, but I'm sure you'll take that. Randy Moss. You got Moss. And Joey Bosa. Only 3 cards in the bonus pack, not 4. A Randy Moss and a Kyler Murray. So it's worth it for the Kyler Murray. I got to bring out Pimp and Steel. I got the hat. I think somebody got offended by that, man. Like they thought I was trying to be ignorant or something. I was just trying to be funny. And this is T-Bones, right? T-Bones pack. Khalil Mack. Come on, let's get something. These cards are hard to get apart. Gardner Minshew, Mustache Mania. LaDainian Tomlinson. I need to get the little camera set up where I can do this professional style. Ben Roethlisberger, Thurman Thomas, old school, Chase Young, NFL debut. Man, rough. This sweater is hot. It's hot now. Opening packs and wearing ugly Christmas sweaters. Burning some calories. All right, let me answer a question or something. See what's going on here. What did I miss? Scroll up. I saw something about Albert Pujols. I'm going to get into that. If I missed a question that was way up there, you guys can re-ask it. What do I think about buying Albert Pujols non-rookie cards, but more like Topps Chrome refractors? Okay, so I bought Albert Pujols 2012 Prisms because it's the first year of the Prism set, even though people don't like Panini baseball because they were like $3 a card. I have this one, actually. This is a green Prism from 2012, and I bought that raw for $3, $3 or $4, and I sent it in and got it graded. Probably couldn't sell it for $30, but you know, I'm not looking to sell it now. I think I can sell it in the future for a little bit more than that. You can go 2016 Optics. Again, these are Panini baseball products that people don't like, but follow the trends from the other sports. You can look for 2016 Optic Hollows and buy them for next to nothing of a player that's going to be an all-time great. And you have the potential of a double spike. You have the potential of Albert Pujols cards getting popular, and you have the potential of the set getting popular. So you're looking at a double, a double mover, a double indicator on that market. You know, if the product doesn't get popular, at least you're going to make your money off Pujols getting popular. However, if the product gets popular as well, you're looking at a double spike there at a very low introductory cost. That sounded like it's straight from an infomercial, but right, who wants garbage cards? All right, this is a question. Okay. The sweater is part of the giveaway. What do you think about today's wrestling cards, even though wrestling today is garbage, meaning WWE is garbage, as that is pretty much only wrestling cards today? So you mean like the retail and stuff that you can buy off the, at Walmart and stuff, like new Topps Chrome and stuff? I'm not much into that. The wrestling stuff that's picking up a little bit of steam is the older guys, the legends, the guys that we remember. I think more so it's nostalgia driving the market on those guys. And the guys that are still in, guys who have podcasts, Stone Cold Steve Austin was super popular, but he still has a super popular podcast. Guys like Brock Lesnar who have done things other than wrestling. Hulk Hogan, he's not just a wrestler. He is an iconic figure in pop culture, whether you like him or not. Same with The Rock. He's done more than wrestling. So these guys have value because of that. But these guys that are career wrestlers and aren't going to do anything else and that are in wrestling today, I mean, WWE ratings are at an all-time low. So that goes to tell you about the popularity of the product just by television ratings. And it's been at an all-time low for the last couple of years because of the roster, because of the talent. People have lost interest in it. The only time that the ratings go up is when they bring an Undertaker back for a guest appearance or something like that. That's what gets people to watch again. So because they have to keep bringing back old talent, tells me that the new talent roster is not very good. So this isn't a wrestling podcast, but that's my outlook on that. So I believe in buying some of these older wrestling cards, especially if they're grade worthy, because there will always be a collector's market for those guys. Even if it's not super liquid, there will always be somebody that likes that stuff. There will always be somebody like me who in high school or grew up watching Hulk Hogan that wants a Hulk Hogan card. But it doesn't mean it's going to appeal to the masses, but you find the right buyer. Anything is a good investment for the right buyer. Andre the Giant. Okay, I saw that. Yam wax. This is another good question. I actually talked about this in the last live stream. Hi, Steve. I was looking at recent sales for Zion Prisms and an auction went higher than a buy it now. And I said a lot of times, because someone had stated that, why do auctions go for 50% of buy it nows? And I was like, that's not always the case, because people watch that card all week long. They keep it on their watch list. They may not even go searching and spending. If someone is spending $1,000 on a Zion Prism, they probably have money. They're probably not broke. You got to look at the type of, I don't want to say clientele, but the type of buyer that would buy that card is more than likely somebody that has a little bit of money. So they're going to put that card on their watch list. They're going to bid on it, and they're going to win it. And they don't care if one is listed at a buy it now for $50 later, because $50 to them probably isn't nothing. Now, to someone like me or you guys, I don't know. Everybody's got a different situation, but $50 it cuts into my profit margin. So, I will get in an auction and then list buy it nows with it. And if that auction goes over a certain buy it now price, a lot of times I'll go back and buy the buy it nows, because the person who bid $1,020 and lost might now be going back and looking for that buy it now. So, only one person can win an auction, and you'll see like 40 bids on an item. Now, that doesn't mean it's 40 people. It could be 10 people, but there's 9 losers. So those 9 losers are going to go back and look for the card that they just lost by $1 and be like, oh, okay, I'll go ahead and buy that buy it now. I just saved $50. So sometimes I'll try to scoop those up, but not at as high risk as that. Dustin, man, you got to get on that in the sweater. One of those paintings. All right, I've talked about this some. I'll talk about it some more. What do I think about the future of women's sports cards, soccer, basketball, etc.? I think it's going to be it's going to be its own market. I don't think it's going to hit the levels of the thing, male sport and stuff like that. I think it's going to be like a niche market. When it comes to women's sports cards, especially soccer, I think it's going to be more so women's national team. I don't look at it being international. I don't look at it, I know you got players like Marta and stuff like that are considered some of the best to ever play, but because they're not seen here in the States, I don't think they're going to drive, stickers and cards in them are going to get driven that much. We care about, the women in soccer, here in the States, because they're the women here in the States and they get popularity all year long, whether or not they're playing or not. So from a soccer standpoint, personally, I would only invest in, and I wouldn't even put a whole lot out there, but I would only invest in some of the better female women national teams players, your Abby Wambach, your Mia Hamm's. You could go with one of the newer players like Mallory Pugh, which I bought a couple of her stickers because they're cheap, so it doesn't hurt to gamble on them a little bit. So, yeah, just with that. With basketball, I look at it a little bit differently now. Well, because Panini put a product out. Now, I don't know if they'll do it again next year. When it dropped, it was a hot product, even though it was WNBA. And people bought it up, which was going to bring – people are going to be going through these packs, and they're going to be like even me, I had a little bit of it. And I was looking through the packs. I didn't know 80% of the players. But as I was going through the packs, I kind of want to inquire about some of the players because I was looking at their cards. So I could see where if Prism or Panini continues to put out a product and draws curiosity to the sport and to some of the players, then it could trickle into women's basketball. Some of the players do hold some value. Diana Taurasi rookie cards draw a lot of money because of the rarity on the grades and the cards in general. You can't find them raw, but she's like the A1 female basketball player right now. I'm a Elena Del Don fan because she's from right up the road, went to the college and high school, less than 30 minutes away from me. So she's a local here. So she's a local favorite, and she's one of the best players in the WNBA. But I invested in some of that, and I just kind of put it away to see what's going to happen. But if you're expecting prices like the men's sports, that won't happen. You can buy a rookie card of like a Cynthia Cooper graded for like $10 and maybe down the road sell it for 50, 60, maybe even $100. But I don't, and she's the greatest to ever play in the WNBA as of now. But, don't look for huge Michael Jordan or LeBron type turnarounds on the stuff. There's a niche market that you can capitalize on and make some money. Macho Mail Day. Yeah, my Macho Man, I got in a fight with John Studd and King Kong Bundy the other day. Does Andre the Giant have cards out? Remember the Junkyard Dog? Yeah, Junkyard Dog made a cameo in one of my last videos. Andre the Giant has cards out. He has an 82 Wrestling All-Stars, which has kind of been adopted as the inaugural wrestling set. That's where you find the Hogan and the Flair. There's some guys under the radar in that set that I've been looking at, like Jerry the King Lawler, even Bobby the Brain Heenan. They have cards in that set, and that set is popular. It's kind of like 86, 87 Fleer, where they pretty much say, okay, the cards in this set are rookie cards, even if they may have cards out earlier. Andre the Giant has like a 1978 or something from the mid-70s. It looks like a minor league wrestling type card, but it's more like a photo than it is a card. It's like a photo card. It sells pretty well. I found 1981 Takara Wrestling Game, which is a board game that had Andre the Giant cards in it. It was only printed in Japan or made in Japan. I've showed them a couple times. Let's see. If I have them right here, I'll show them one more quick time. Speaking of women's soccer, E-Man, speaking of women's soccer, there was a Carly Lloyd sticker that I picked up pretty cheap not too long ago. Got me digging out these Andres again. Oh, here they are. This is the card I'm talking about. Takara Wrestling board game card. Andre the Giant. It's actually printed before what they say is his rookie card, the 82 Wrestling All-Stars. So these you can if you find these, they're usually only like $10 to $12 a piece. And if you can get them graded and get some in the population, you can pretty much have a card on the market that nobody else has for sale, which then a collector will buy. Theory I heard on retail products, I heard that Walmart and Target may stop selling cards. Is becoming a lot of work for employees to regulate. Now, Scott, I saw this on another YouTube content creators channel today where they were talking about the future of retail. This isn't the case in all stores, okay? Where I live, you can walk right up to the shelf and grab the product. There's no store members there handing the cards out, this, that, and the other. If there's product on the shelf, you can go and you can get it. In fact, I'm able to find product because I live near a vacation destination. I live near the beach, and this time of year, it's like a ghost town. Everybody moves back to their homes. There's like nobody down here, but there's still a Walmart that's open. And the only people that live down that way year round are like super old and retired. I'm not saying that you got to be old to be retired, but what I'm saying is that they're not buying cards. So I can roll to that Walmart and walk up there and find Prism football laying on the shelf. I actually did that this week. I only took 2 hangers and 2 cellos, and I left 10 hangers and about 12 cellos behind, and I just left it. And I bet you I could have went the next day and half of it would have still been there. Now it gets stocked less. The vendor hits it less because there's not as much business there. But when the vendor hits it, the product hangs out for a little while. And nobody touches the hockey either. I could have bought so much of this year's Upper Deck with the rookie chase guy in it, but I just didn't want to get into something else. Yeah, Yamwax, is that a 73 Andre the Giant photo type card? All right, since we're talking about wrestling cards, I bought a wrestling card. I bought a graded wrestling card. I bought one graded wrestling card. Can anybody tell me what the one graded wrestling card is that I have? And you're going to get to pick a number, and you're going to get one of the cards out of the Raw single stack. I'm writing, so I'll scroll down and see who answered first. Remember, there's soccer, baseball, football, and basketball in this stack. So you may get soccer. I know a lot of people don't collect soccer, but I'll scroll back up and look at the. All right, let's see. Where are we at? That's the question. It looks like Caesar Alazar says Steve Austin first. Am I correct? Am I missing anybody? Speak now, forever hold your peace. That Walmart, if you're asking, is in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. And they always, you can walk in there and get product. I walked in there one day and they had about 30 Mosaic basketball cellos sitting there during the basketball season, during the bubble. And I was like, what? I still have Bowman baseball like this. I have about 10 blasters of this because it just didn't get bought. And every day I would go in there, I would buy like 2 of them. It got to the point where I just stopped buying them. So yeah, I'm lucky. I got a nice, now in the summertime, it's packed. So right now it's good. You can get wax there right now. Am I right? Is it Caesar gets the Steve Austin answer? Steve Austin is correct. Seeing Comedy said Steve Austin first. Oh wait, I see a Steve Austin. Hold on. Yeah, but I see yours, Steve Austin, but I see Caesar Steve Austin first. I see Caesar, then Classic Pack Attack, and then Martin, then Kenny. No, Kenny said Hulk Hogan. And then the C in Comedy. Am I right? Am I wrong? Yeah, I have Caesar coming in first. Okay, let me see how many cards are left in here because I took some out. There's 23 left. So pick a number between 1 and 23. We'll count her down and we'll see what you get. Hopefully you like all sports. Hopefully you don't hate soccer and get a soccer card. Give me a number. Man, this live stream is going to go till midnight at this rate. I'm all hot. I'm burning calories with this sweater on. 8. All right. He loves soccer, so that's good. Now he'll get a baseball card. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 8th card, I hope you like basketball, is a 2017 Lonzo Ball Prism. So there you go. A raw Lonzo Ball Prism rookie coming for Caesar. Hopefully you don't mind Lonzo Ball. Caesar, Lonzo Ball, write that down. All right, Lonzo Ball over here into the pile of giveaways. We're down to 22 cards. We got a long way to go. I'm going to have shipping bills for days. Yeah, I'll do something for New Year's, man. I got stuff. I won't be able to get through all these giveaways tonight, but you know, I started with 25 cards. If I can give away 10 of these, open a couple more packs, and then we'll do something for New Year's. Okay, I missed all of the comments that came in after I asked the Stone Cold question that wasn't a wrestling name. So what do I think is going to happen to card prices like Kobe Topps rookie? I think they'll go up. especially in higher grades, but the higher grades will pull up the lower grades, Like, okay, this for me, I'm gonna use myself as an example, guinea pig. But speaking of that, my wife goes for her COVID vaccine tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. But she works in the medical field, so she got to get it first. But anyway, I'm looking at a Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, 80 tops rookie card. I want one in a PSA 8 for myself. Now, I'm not, I would love to have one higher, but I'm being realistic. I want to get a PSA 8 for myself. And I'm applying this to your Kobe, so I'm not going off on a stingent. So what I've noticed in the last couple of days, a buy it now sold for like $3,600, and it went off my watch list. And I was like, man, somebody bought it $3,600. Should I have bought it? Then I was waiting for an auction. The next two auctions went at $4,200 and $4,700. So that card, last three sales have been $3,600, $4,200, $4,700. So you're already seeing a bit of an increase in that, to the point to where I'm like, shit, I might not be able to get a PSA 8. So because it's for a personal investment for myself, I wouldn't want to spend that much on myself. I would spend money on something like that if I planned on flipping it in the future. But, I wanted to hang on to that for myself, but I can't warrant putting out $4,500 for a card that I'm going to put away forever. So now I'm looking at the PSA 7s, which is still a good grade and it's still got a good population on it. And I'm noticing that the PSA 7s are slightly bumping up as well because of the 8s are going up. So if you apply that to Kobe tops, like I was saying, the high grades are going to continue to go up in value, but people coming into the hobby, and this card gets older and older and older, and they want to go back and get a card of a legend, they're going to have to get the one that they can afford, which may be a PSA 8 or a PSA 7. I mean, now I know an 8 and a 7 on those cards right now isn't good, but in years to come, that could be a decent grade to get. Is more and more of the PSA 10s and 9s dry up because people buy them and they put them away. You don't constantly see them being flipped on the market. I don't think you can lose buying Kobe cards. Now, he's been announced to be inducted to the Hall of Fame, but it got pushed back because of COVID. So, if they do Mamba Week like every week to honor him, or whatever, when they do that, every year you're going to see a spike and then you're going to see a leveling out. Mason Greenwood thoughts, not into soccer, but have his card. I think Mason Greenwood definitely has been overpriced. I don't think he's produced as much. He's on Manchester United. I like a lot of players on Manchester United better. I like Rashford better. I like Anthony Martial if he's still there. I just think those guys are playing better. There's not a lot of room on the front line or on that line for Mason Greenwood. Now, he's got a lot of talent. He can use both, he's good with both feet. I just don't know if he warrants his buy-in price right now. Kind of like Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland's an absolutely amazing player, but it's tough to buy in on him right now, especially considering he plays for the Netherlands or something like that, a team that probably won't make any World Cup noise. Now, Mason Greenwood, I believe, plays for England, but there's a lot of good players on that World Cup team as well. When I buy soccer, I buy the guys that are superstars right now and vintage stuff. I don't buy a lot of newer stuff. I like Harry Kane stuff. Sun Mun Win. I can't say it now. I just call him Sonny, but those guys are killing it right now. If you were doing a $100 investing challenge where you get 100 to invest, what cards would you buy? Well, how much time do you have to complete the challenge? If it's not very long, then you got to go with basketball because baseball season's out. Football season's coming to an end, and soccer may not ever see the heights that it saw because people were watching it when there wasn't any other sports on. Now, soccer is part of the market now. It's not going away, but you're also looking at longer term stuff with soccer as well. So you got to go with basketball. If you're asking for an individual player, $100 isn't going to get you very far because raw cards are even expensive right now. I bought some stuff on Star Stock, was able to flip it pretty quickly, but I'm just looking my rule of thumb when I buy something on Star Stock is that if I double up, I sell it. I bought some select Darius Garlands off there for $5 a piece, and I was able to turn them back on Star Stock for $12.50. That's not big money. It's only $7.50 profit. It's a good percentage, and I'll just do that, and I'll build it up until I can maybe buy one big card. I bought Andrew Wiggins selects for $8 and sold them for 15. Just some guys coming into the season that had a little bit of hype around them, and I was able to flip them for double my money, but it wasn't big money. Well, it depends on the supply and demand, Curtis. It could happen, but it's going to be, a lot of the cards at PSA right now are probably the same cards. Lots of Zions, lots of Lukas, lots of Ja, lots of, these younger NBA players. So, yeah, you're going to see lots of these more coming into the market. The thing you got to pay attention to is what's actually being put up for sale. Just because there's 15,000 Luka Prisms in the pop report doesn't mean there's 15,000 for sale. So you got to look for your window to sell. You want to sell when there's not a lot of listings. If everybody decides to sell at the same time, then that's when you have an influx coming into the market and it drives the value down. Do I see Dan Marino PSA 10 rookie card being slow rise or a big jump in 2021? I don't see it seeing a big jump. I don't know what would make it take a big jump. There's only one thing that I could think that might. I'm looking at his PSA 10. I was looking at them the other night, but they're going off at around $3,000. And I'm kind of like, okay, do I want to buy a Magic Bird? Do I want to buy a Dan Marino? See, I don't like to put up big dollars into stuff because see that Dan Marino PSA 10 would be a card for myself. It wouldn't be a card that I'd be looking to resell anytime soon. So to put $3,000 out there for that card for the sake of holding it for a long time, it kind of limits me being able to get more and more inventory in and out. But the only thing I could see putting a little bit of spotlight on Dan Marino is if by chance, okay, because I'm buying Peyton Manning. That's no secret. I've talked about that. He's being inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. If by chance he mentions Dan Marino or has Dan Marino at his, Hall of Fame induction or talks about how Dan Marino influenced him, was one of his biggest influences, then, hey, you're going to have some people looking at Dan Marino cards. However, you don't know. He might not, he might say, my brother Eli was my inspiration, Who knows what he's going to say. But, in past interviews and stuff, especially when he was a rookie and people talked about, who was your biggest inspiration, he always mentioned Dan Marino and his top 3 people that mentored him. So we'll see how that plays out. And it's like I see no comments and then like 30 of them fly by. Sweat and Steve. It's going to have to be a new character I come up with for a. Maybe I'll get a Richard Simmons wig and like a little tank top, some leotards, and come up with Sweat and Steve and do an intro. Pokemon all day. Now, I sent in some Pokemon and I had them graded. I've sold 5 of the 6 that I have graded because I'm not sure what the end game for Pokemon is, other than being a collectible and being popular and kind of being a iconic. But what is the final destination for Pokemon? Because people have always said they quote Gary Vee and say whatever he said about Pikachu can't tear an ACL. But Pikachu can't win league MVP either. So, what is the end game for Pokemon other than being collectible for nostalgia reasons and things like that? I'm unsure. It could be great, but right now, for me, I'm just selling mine because I'm getting good dollars for them, and I may never see these dollars again. Now, the values could triple, but I may never see this spike in the Pokemon market again, especially with more and more stuff getting graded and more of graded Pokemon coming into population and being sold. Yeah, I found my old Pokemon cards, and that's the ones that are being graded because I always kept them in really good shape, never played with them. I've sold 5 of the 6 that got graded, and I think I have 15 of them at PSA right now. 2 separate orders. I have one order that just has 1 in it, and that's a Charizard base holo, and then the rest has about 15 miscellaneous Pokemon in it. And then I sold 2 Venusaurs, 2 Blastoises, a Dark Charizard, and what was that? Was that 5? The only one I haven't sold is the Shadowless PSA 9 Alakazam. I had a lot of offers, but I just haven't sold it yet. Scrolling, Sweat and Steve. Peyton Manning question mark. Peyton Manning question mark. Does that have to do with anything that I spoke about, or you're asking if I like him or dislike him? My face is getting red. Oh man, I'm blush. You guys make me blush. What's up, Matt? All right, guys, let's give something away, man. I need to give something away here. What's next? Put this stuff to the side. Let's see. Let's do this. In my last video, I showed some cards from my PC. Can anybody tell me what I said was my absolute favorite collectible that I have? First 3 answers. Don't copy off each other. All right, we have 3 winners. We have Larams 23, Kenny Auld, and Chuck Playford. You guys all got the Pink Floyd. All right, so Larams, you were first. I'm going to bust this cello pack of Prism Football. I have not opened any Prism Football this year. 0. Okay, so this is the first that I'm opening, and I'm giving it away. All right. So there's 3 packs in here. There is a, well, actually, there's only 2 packs. So what I'm going to do is I'm opening something else. Let me see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one more person. The 4th person who came in was Glenn Miller. So that's you 4 guys. Now I want each of you guys are going to pick a division. And whatever division you pick in the AFC, you get it in the NFC also. So you get to go in order. So Larams, what division do you want? Do you want just give me the direction. You want east, south, north, or west, because you're going to get AFC and NFC. So I need Larams. You need to, yeah. So Glenn wants the AFC East, but we got to see. And Chuck wants the North. But Larams gets to pick first because he answered first. Larams and Kenny. Larams took the East. So Larams took the East. Now I need to know what I need to know what Kenny wants. Larab's has got the East. I know it's only a 1 cello pack break, guys, but I'm doing what I can do. You know, Larab's got the East. Kenny wants the West. That leaves the North and the South. So Kenny's got West. So Chuck was third anyway, right? So Chuck gets who he wanted. Chuck wanted the North, which leaves the South. Well, Chuck, you get both divisions. You get the North, so you get the AFC and the NFC North. Which means who came in third? Which means Glenn gets the South. Correct? Make sure when you message me, you tell me what you want. I'm writing it all down, but just try to please be honest with me because I'm trying to wing this on my own. Kenny said West. All right, let's open this pack. Let's pull a silver quarterback. Somebody. You guys want to do the regular pack or the red, white, and blue first? Let's do the red, white, and blue first. Red, white, and blue. Let's go. There'll be a quarterback in here. Let's go. Joe Mixon. Harold Landry. I don't know who that is. Do I even put these guys in here? T. Higgins. T. Higgins is a good one. I like T. Higgins. I think he's a good buy. He's going to be Joe Burrow's target for the next 10 years. T. Higgins is somebody. Whoever has that, was that the North? Where's Cincinnati at now? In the North. I think they're in the North. Double check. Let's see. All right, let's open the pack. Curtis Martin, he's done retired. Nick Chubb. Ricky Williams. Man, what? He retired too in his prime. Patty Mahomes, Prism. Hey, you can never. That's like Mike Trout. When you see a Patrick Mahomes, you just throw it in a soft sleeve, no matter if it's a base or what year it is. Montez Sweat. Speaking of Sweat, Steve Sweat. Charles Woodson. Man, where's all the rookies at? Debo Samuel. Oh, we missed a card. Brian Burns. Man, this burns. KJ Wright. What's over here? Got an upside down card. What does that mean? Oh, it's silver. Shaq Thompson, silver. Turn it back around. Kyler Murray hype. Kyler Murray hype insert. Looks cool. Looks way better than it does on the camera. One more card. Josh Uchi, rookie. I don't know. That was not good. Give those out later. Now, guys, remember, give me time to get all this stuff sorted out and shipped. Like, if you check your mailbox in like 4 days and it's not there, don't get all angry with me. All right. Well, sorry we didn't hit anything there, guys. That was kind of a bummer. Yeah, you can message me on Facebook, or you can I did get a Twitter for anybody that didn't hear. I do have a Twitter now. I think it's Flipping Steve. I don't know. I'm new to it, but yeah, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. All right. We can get back into some more questions. I'll think about a question to ask you guys to do another giveaway. This is a quick one. This is a themed giveaway right here. In my last video, I told you guys who my favorite current Miami Dolphin player is. Can you tell me who it is? And I was looking at a certain card because it was in my PC of this player. But they come in fast. It was Gazeki is right, and Glenn Miller was first. Okay, Gazeki is right. So, Glenn, you get another card. Now, bonus question. Bonus question. What? I said that he played. No, that's too easy. What card did I show? Okay, you get a prize for answering correctly, but you'll get another prize if you can tell me what card I showed. Man, you guys can't be cheating and giving him the answers and shit. Glenn, you got a entourage helping you out. That's okay. We're all a community. They want to help you. Lifeline. They all said contenders. What do you think, Glenn? You don't be going back and watching the video now. Is it a? Are they right? Are they right, Glenn? Are you going to go with the masses, or are you going to go out on your own here? Yeah, Glenn, you win the prize, but the bonus question is, what card did I show? You got the player right. What card did I show? What's up, card collector? What's going on, man? Oh, he said it. He said contenders. So Glenn said contenders. All right. So for getting that answer correct, you're going to get a Gazeki Contenders on-card auto. Like I said, this was a theme to give away. So you're going to get the Gazeki for getting Gazeki correct. So you're going to get a Gazeki. I hope you like the Dolphins. I hope you like Gazeki, or you can trade this to somebody who might. And I'm going to throw in teammate Devontae Parker, another Dolphin on-card auto rookie ticket. So you get Tua's number 1 and number 2 targets coming up in the future. That's just a personal giveaway right there. No, card collector, we're just getting started. Can't you tell by how red my face is? We just started. Two Dolphins for the price of one. Time to give out that Mahomes. Which Mahomes? Sorry, guys. You guys are getting on me in the chat about the contenders. Man, guys, I'm trying to look at cards. I'm trying to get answers. I'm trying to write stuff down. Man, you guys are killing me. Optic rookie Mahomes. I've sold all my Mahomes, man. The time to sell Mahomes was last week. And rebuy. Rebuy at the end of the season. Yeah, that's the Facebook group. That's the Instagram. I know I don't have it set up. I'll probably put it in the description at the end of this. When this becomes a video, I'll add it to the description. All right, man. This is a let's go. All right, I got a question. I got a good question. He's not here tonight. I wish he was. If you've been watching my channel for a while, and I don't want all these questions to be about me, but who did I do my first live stream with? Who had me as their first live stream? And many people might not know the answer to this. Very first time I was ever on someone else's live stream. Yo, Card Collector got it right. Card Collector, you got it right. Boom, super quick. It was Brandon Chung, guys. It was Brandon Chung. Brandon Chung had me on to talk soccer. So, forgetting that, you're going to get a soccer card. Card Collector, I know you like basketball, but you're going to get a soccer card that I have here. It's a SGC 9, Topps Chrome, João Felix. All right, is that good? So you're going to get this for answering that question correct. So João Felix SGC 9, not a bad card. One of the best younger guys in soccer. So you might be able to flip that into something else because I know you like basketball, but that was a soccer question because of Brandon Chung. So that was fast. That answer came like it come out of a cannon. Anyway, I'll write that down. Make sure I get your contact information. Card Collector gets the João Felix 9. Yeah, if you don't know much about soccer, he's one of the better collectible young players right now. Well, Clarence, you've probably been in one of my old breaks that I used to do on the Facebook group that were just breaks and then I'd throw in a bunch of stuff. All right. Hey, what's going on in the basketball game? Anybody have a score for Brooklyn and anybody have a score for Brooklyn and the Warriors? Brooklyn won. What was the score? Nets blew them out. Who do I think will win? I saw a question. Oh, there we go. Who I think will win the first chip, Luka or Tatum? Oh, man, it's tough because I don't think neither one of them are going to win one for a while, to be honest with you. I'm going to say Tatum just because of he's in the East, but he'll always have to go through the West. Luka has a harder road to get there, but if the Mavericks were to get there, I could see them being better than any team in the East. But I think the Celtics have an easier road to the finals, but I just don't know if they would ever be able to knock off the best team from the West as of right now. I would hope. I mean, I like the Celtics, but there's something I say about Luka a lot, and people don't like it. And like I don't want to jinx or wish anything bad on him, but Luka's always going to be banged up. He's always going to have ankle issues. I can just tell. By just his first 2 seasons. He plays really hard and plays really good, but I don't think his ankles are set up to support his style of play, especially when he put on all that muscle last year. I know people say that about Zion, but he doesn't play the same style that Luka does. I mean, Luka will have to adjust his game, if anything. Like Larry Bird had a bad back early in his career. So, but I just feel that about Luka. I've seen lots of sports injuries and how to handle them and things like that. And even though he hasn't had what's called major injuries, his tweaks and stuff will start to add up. Who was the first person to give me the score of that game? Is it JPO Art? Give me the first person. All right. I got 22 cards left, JPO Art. I need a number between 1 and 22. You're going to get one of these cards in here. I'm shuffling them up like a deck of playing cards. Don't worry, they're in top loads. 1 in 22. You get one of the cards here. What? 7. Lucky number 7. All right, we count down. The 7th card is yours out of the stack. 4, 5, 6. 7th card in the stack. I hope you like basketball in the Bulls. It's not Michael Jordan. 1920 Prism, Kobe White. JPO Art, 1920 Prism, Kobe White. All I need is your contact information. I will send this card to you. And my cards aren't junk. It's not like I'm sending you a beat-up Kobe White card. So that's one of the better cards in the stack because they range between 10 and 50 bucks in that stack. So it's like a $40 raw card right there and popular. So that is going to JPO Art on the Kobe White. Because guys, there's lots. I could riffle through here and kind of show you what you have a chance at, but I mix it up every time. There's like a Trae Young Hoops in here. There's a Michael Porter Jr. Select, Darren Fox Optic Shock, Colin Sexton Prism, Jalen Hurts Mosaic. A lot of stuff. Lots of these stuff to win. DK Metcalf Prism. Tyler Hero Select. So, yeah, there's still some goods in there. Don't do junk cards. Well, I mean, what kind of crap would that be? Like if I give somebody a giveaway and like it was, and I sent them like a card with a crease in it or something. I mean, like it wouldn't even be worth me shipping it to them. If I'm going to ship something, I'm going to pay to ship somebody to something. I'm going to ship them something decent. I'm not guaranteeing PSA 10s. I mean, but it could be. It might be a 9, might be a 10. New coach, more minutes, bigger role. Are we talking about Kobe White? Because I like Kobe White as an investment. Even as a little longer term hold. There's a 10 right there, Kobe White. I picked this up before the price hike this week. I got it like a week and a half ago. I think when I bought it, it was around 140, 150. And now it's like over 250, getting close to 300, I think. I picked it up the same time I was picking up those Select Zions I was talking about on the channel about how they were underpriced. I have a Twitter that I just started today. That's Flipping Steve. I have S Gray. I have at S Gray out 7, which is my Instagram, and then we have a Facebook page. A bunch of us here are in it. It's called Teamwork Makes the Dream Work. So you can look for that. I'll leave links to all my contacts. Actually, I'll leave links in all my videos. If you scroll to the bottom, in most of them, there is links to my Instagram and the Facebook page. If you just want to go back to an older video and click the link to that. I'm not very social media savvy and all that stuff. You know, my setup is just pretty much simple. WL, what's up? What's up? Yeah, I picked up a couple 9s. I picked up the 10 and I picked up some 9s. Yeah, I think, especially when the 9s are like just a little bit slightly more expensive than the raws. I thought Kobe White was a good buy. Like I said, one of my takes on Kobe White, and it's a little bit of a stretch, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was a top 5, 6 scorer and was an all-star representative for the Bulls. I might have missed some comments, guys. So if I did, if I missed a question or a comment that you wanted me to respond to, just retype it and I'll go back and I'll look. Because the comments go by, especially when I'm preoccupied, they go by really fast and I have a hard time keeping up. Still have 51 people in here. That's cool. Yeah, PSA 9 is so undervalued, especially with and and grading charges. Like if you can get a raw card for $40 and the PSA 9 for like 50 or 55, I would always go with the 9, even 60. I would even pay 20 more bucks to already have it graded in a 9. Because if you send it in, you're not guaranteed to get 10s. Everybody thinks that you are, but you're really not guaranteed to get 10s. And you'll always be able to flip it because you'll be able to sell it with peace of mind. People like to buy graded cards offline because they know they're getting, they know they're getting a card that's graded and it's good. What do I think about low-key underrated Hall of Fame basketball players? Like it said about a lot of older guys, it's going to take something to put them in the spotlight. I think that ESPN is doing are they doing a top 50 players of all time or top 100 players of all time this year? A countdown for the basketball's anniversary? Because if they are, you're going to hear them talk about a lot of older players that people don't hear about a lot. But people are really going to be focused in on that top 20 to 25, to be honest. So, guys like Wes Unseld and stuff, even though those guys had great careers, I mean, there's guys who had great careers in the mid-'80s that don't get talked about, like Clyde Drexler, Joe Dumars. I mean, those are great players that aren't even as old as those guys that nobody ever talks about. Guys who scored lots of points. I talked about Bernard King, things like that. Guys that were great players, but just don't get any spotlight, don't get talked about that much. My take on Karis LeVert. I wasn't that big on him last year, even with Durant and Kyrie out, and I knew LeVert was going to take on a heavy role. I wasn't that big on him last year, so there's no way that I can be big on him this year with those guys there. Also, Landry Shamet's there. Don't know how much play he's really going to get. Don't know what he did tonight. Don't know what LeVert. I don't know what any of these guys did. I haven't seen a lick of basketball tonight, which could set me back on missing a window to buy. But hey, I'd rather be live streaming with you guys. So, yeah, LeVert, he's been in the league. His rookies go back to 2016. So he's already in the league some. So he's just another one of those players that's a decent player, I think, but that's pretty, in my eyes, there's not a whole lot of investment there. The hype on Olajuwon card start. When did it start? Well, Gary Vee talked about him. So anytime Gary Vee talks about somebody, and it wasn't recent, but that's kind of when it started. And, when the 86, 87 Fleer set got hot again because of Jordan, all those players spiked. All those mid-'80s players spiked. But Olajuwon held his value because he's got championships. Not many people from that 86, 87 Fleer basketball set have championships because Jordan won them all. But when Jordan was away, Olajuwon won them. So he held his value strong. Expensive products, CQ is such a high potential. So LeVert played great tonight. I mean, he had some good games last year, but his cards didn't move. I mean, during the peak of basketball, during the peak of everything, when everything moved, certain players still just didn't move very much. Everybody had market love last season because it was the perfect storm. But it takes multiple people to believe in a player to drive the market. A couple people might like a player, but a couple people can't drive the supply. Can't cut into the demand or can't cut into the supply with a small demand. The whole 86 Fleer set has been flying, yes. That's because it's probably the most iconic set in basketball, maybe even in sports, other than maybe 52 Tops baseball. And like those cards are very condition sensitive. I think PSA 8s from that set are awesome buys. And as the price, because the 9s and 10s, well, the 10s are almost non-existent, and the 10s or the 9s are going to dry up. They're going to dry up quick, and all there's going to be left to buy is 8s. So I think having 8s ahead of time is a good investment. And those guys are, have legacies. Those guys are really can't hurt you. Am I like the only one who don't care or follow Gary V, LT Smash? I'm not going to say I don't care for him because I don't want to, I don't follow him. But again, I don't follow a lot of people because I don't do a lot of social media. I only see like when people post something and say, oh, look at this tweet that Gary V had, and I'll see it on like Facebook or something. I didn't even know who he was until he got into the sports card market. So I never followed him before that. So when he got into the sports card market, to me, it was just another investor. I didn't know. I had no prior knowledge of Gary V. That might be me being out of touch and, again, like being a little more old school. But, yeah, I didn't really – and I still don't know how much about him. I know he has social media following, and I know he's an entrepreneur, but I have no idea what he does or what he owns. I know he's worth a lot of money, and that's about it. I don't know any history or anything about Gary V. I'm not going to say I don't care for him. I mean, that just – that sounds harsh. Maybe I don't care for his content, or I just don't care to listen to him. I mean, whether you agree or disagree with the things that he says, anybody who puts eyes on the hobby it's a positive, but sometimes when you're someone as huge as Gary V, you just got to be a little bit more responsible with the things that you say as far as being influential to the market. Now, that's not saying that he's intentionally trying to be influential in the market with certain cards and players. He may not be unintentionally doing it, and that could be why he stepped away for a while. By no fault of his own, he could have been driving certain players without even knowing it. But when you have such a huge following, you kind of sometimes got to be a little bit more responsible and know what you're saying, because you can really influence the masses. What they say, with more fame comes more responsibility, or with more whatever comes more responsibility, I guess. Like me, I can say whatever I want because I got my followers, but I'm not, say enough to be influential to the state to where he is at. And even I try to be responsible with what I say. Am I at the bottom? Yeah, I was pretty sure that's what you meant, LT Smash. I wasn't saying that you were taking a swing at him or anything. I knew that's what you meant. There it is. That's what I was trying to say. With great power comes great responsibility. So he has the power to be very influential in the market. So he needs to be responsible for what he says, and then not claim, to be, I'm not pumping and dumping and things like that. I'm not saying that he does. I'm just saying that can be the outlook from somebody outside looking in on it, saying, oh, he's just a pump and dumper because everybody's going to go buy the cards that he shows. He already has them. So now, in essence, you're basically buying his cards off of him. I don't necessarily believe that, but I do believe, you just got to be wary of what you say when people, kind of hinge around your word quite a bit. that the last comment that came in? All right, let's give something away then. It's getting late. We've been going for 2 hours. I can go a little bit longer, maybe 30 minutes. I don't know if you guys want to hang out that long. I'll save some stuff to give away for next live stream, like a New Year's live stream or something. And let's see. Oh, I got a question. Oh, I got a giveaway. All right. We're going to do this giveaway, and I may do more. I'm not sure tonight, but I had done enough giveaways that I got to try to get some packaged up, and then I'll do some more giveaways in another live stream. All right, 44 people left in the chat. If you've been with the channel for a long time, man, there's going to be a lot of people who might not know the answer to this question. But if you've been with the channel for a long time, what did I give away at 100 subscribers? Because 100 subscribers was huge for me. And at 100 subscribers, I gave away something. Does anybody remember what I gave away at 100 subscribers? Man, you're going to have to be digging for this unless you remember, unless you were around and you remember. Looks like we got our answer. So we got our answer. Bravos, I gave away a Zion. I gave away a Zion at 100 subscribers. Now, we can either draw a card out of these raw cards, or you can answer this bonus question and I'll give you something different. Okay? Do you remember? Don't anybody help him with this. Anybody help him with this? Actually, you can help him if you want. Specifically, what Zion did I give away? I'm going to write your name down because you're going to want to win something either way. Specifically, what Zion did I give away? We got some people coming in saying hoops, but that's if you want to go with them or not. See, Mosaic. I don't think Mosaic was out yet when I hit 100 subs. Card Collector says a hoops, SGC 95. Do you want to go with the Card Collector's answer? He's screaming, trust me, trust me. He's screaming, trust me, trust me. Trust him. Do you trust him? Do you trust him, Bravos, to go with specifically the hoops? He says the hoops. The Card Collector, he is confident in his answer. He is the lifeline. He says Zion hoops, SGC 95, trust me. So here's what I'm going to do is, Bravos, I'm going to give you the choice. There's a card in my hand, and then there's the pile of cards here. You can either choose to randomly get a card out of the pile, or you can get the card in my hand. And then whatever you don't choose, Card Collector is going to get the other. So Card Collector is going to get something, and you're going to get something. But you're the verdict on what you guys are going to get. So do you want to go from the pile of raw cards and draw a number, or do you want the card in my hand? So you got to go with what? The card in my hand? You're going to go with the card in my hand? Okay, the card in my hand is one of what I gave away at 100 subscribers. It's a 9.5 hoops, Zion, Bravos, that's yours. I gave one of these away at 100 subscribers, and this one is going to be yours now. So thank you, Card Collector, for helping out Bravos, who gets the hoops. And now, Card Collector, you get to choose a number here. You see how many's left. There's 21 left. So 21. So Card Collector, choose a number between 1 and 21, and you get a card out of here. The pressure is on. 18, you made me count all the way to 18. Ooh, man, I'm burning some calories doing this. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. 2018 Prism. Devontae Graham Pink Ice. Devontae Graham Pink card collector 2018. Not too bad. He's hot. People are starting to like him. His cards are starting to go up. Devontae Graham Prism Pink rookie for the card collector. To go with the João Felix. Card collector's cleaning up tonight with all the answers. Could you imagine if he'd have been here from the beginning? He would have won ever. You guys wouldn't have got, nobody else would have got crap. All right. All right, let's get in like 2 or 3 more questions if you guys have them. 2 or 3 questions, 1 giveaway, then I'm going to wrap up. What's up, Sports Card Mafia? There he is. Sports Card Mafia. Man, when I want to relax and watch a video on sports cards, I watch his because, like, he's chill, and I can just kick back and be like, Sports Card Mafia got a video out. I'm going to relax and watch. He's been talking about all the bargain picks and stuff. I saw him today talking about Cole Anthony. I like Cole Anthony, too. I think he's in Orlando, but I like Cole Anthony. Who have I recently bought on Star Stock? For the last couple of days, I haven't done a whole lot because the Star Stock stuff's really been pushed up. I have bought, and let me pull it up. Can't remember who I went in on most recently. I've been looking at the NBA Top Shot stuff. I don't know if you guys are interested in any of that stuff with the digital highlights. I picked up a couple of those just at good prices. I don't know what kind of potential it has, but just taking a little shot on it. Top Shot, no pun intended, but yeah. Let me see my collection. You're on my phone looking. Oh, I picked up some. These guys are cheap. Well, they were cheap when I picked them up. They might have gone up some. I grabbed a few Dante DiVincenzo prisms from Milwaukee. I grabbed Himido Diallo, who's another guy I'm just taking a small swing on because he's in OKC. And somebody has to score points there other than SGA and maybe Baisley, and you never know. But Himido Diallo, he's athletic, and he can have some good games. That's what I've picked up recently. Some of the stuff I've flipped out of here. Darius Garland's I've bought and flipped out of here. Marvin Bagley, I bought and flipped out of here. I bought Marvin Bagley prisms out of here for $10 and flipped them for $30 a piece. Triple my money on all of them. I grabbed a Josh Richardson prism because it was sitting there for cheap. He might put up some points with Dallas. That's been some that I have picked up recently. 87 Fleer, so 87, 86, 87, or 87, 88. Are you talking about the second year or the rookies? I don't have the promo link for the Star Stock account yet. I just didn't, I don't know. I just didn't do it. I didn't want to be like I was trying to. I mean, I guess it helps out everybody that that goes through your link helps, would help me get stuff, but I didn't want to feel like I was, asking for something. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you use your platforms to your benefit, but I don't know. It felt weird. Lakers and Clippers just tipped. How about that? Talon Horton Tucker kid. Man, well, it's so hard to predict him because he was getting a lot of stuff when so the promo link is just my StarStock username, which is SGRAYOUT7, like my Instagram. So if you want to do that, and say I would recommend you to, that's cool. Basically, that S Gray out 7 is my first initial, my last name. So Steve, my last name's Gray, and then out 7 is because I work in a casino. I teach dice. I'm also a manager in the table games department. So out 7 is a reference to the dice table. Anybody was wondering why, that didn't make any sense. Okay, we're going to end it with this last giveaway since we were talking about Hear the Train, since we were talking about Talon Horton Tucker. Let's see a question here. I need a question. Man, I need a question. Good Lord. All right. The first person that can tell me the college that Talon Horton Tucker went to is going to win a prize. I got to Google that mess myself. Y'all better be quick on the Google button. I got Arizona State coming in here from Christian first. I don't know if that's right. We're going to double check and we're going to Google it. No, that is not correct. Arizona State is not correct. However, Iowa State is correct. Iowa State Cyclones right here on Google. Christian, that was a quick answer, though, man. You were quick. You tried to pull it out. I bet you everybody else had to Google it. That's why they came in so late. I had to Google it. I'll be honest. Don't even know what college the guy went to, and everybody's talking about him being an NBA star. All right, anyway, for that, let me write down Charlestown frat boy. Charleston frat boy. So because that was a Talon Horton Tucker question, we were talking about him. You're going to get a Talon Horton Tucker optic, which is his first rookie. He doesn't have a prism. And I'm going to throw in an optic, Kyle Kuzma, his teammate. So there you go. 2 Lakers, 2 optic rated rookies. Into the pile of giveaways to be sorted out. All right, guys, if you haven't liked the live stream, make sure you like. I don't know if you have or not. I don't know how many likes I have on it. I don't track that. I see we still got 46 people in here, but I'm going to wrap it up. I'm hot in this sweater. I'm going to get something to drink. And I really didn't bust as much packs as I thought I was going to. Shoot. I want to bust another pack. Let's bust another pack before we get done here. This is going to be for one person. We're going out. This is going to be for one person, and we're going to open it. People are leaving. Don't leave too early, but for one person, an entire pack of Prism Cello. So I need a good question for this one. Let me see. Okay, here we go. In one of my recent videos, I was talking about an item that I was offered a lot of money for. I was offered a lot of money for this item, and I refused to sell it. Tell me what the item was and how much money I was offered for it, and I refused. I didn't sell it. So if you watch that video, you remember me talking about it, because I talked about it pretty lengthy. If you remember, then Daniel got the answer right. It was Maradona. It was Maradona, and it was a 3K for the sticker. He's right. He got the answer right. So, Daniel, you're the first one in. We're going to bust this pack of Prism, and we're going to pull you out a silver quarterback. Man, card collector, you're talking about Jalen Hurts. I got one in this pile here. You got a Devontae Graham out of the pile, but there's a Jalen Hurts mosaic in here somewhere. Right there. Have to stay in the stash for next time I do one of these. All right, let's go. It cannot get any worse than the first pack. It cannot get any worse. Let's do the red, white, and blue pack first, because the other pack has got 12 cards in it. It's only got 3. Man, I hope I pull like a gold Justin Herbert. I will not cancel the channel and never be seen from again. I will send it to you. So we got Le'Veon Bell, Aeneas Williams. They put all these retired guys and stuff in here just to fill up the checklist, make it harder to pull something good. Rookie card of LaMichael Purin. That's a running back, I think, on the Jets. All right, so now let's get into the meat. Let's get into this meaty pack. Come on, Panini. Come on, Panini, be good to us. Devin Bush. Willie McGinnis. The price that people pay for this stuff, this is why I don't buy and bust wax, man. If I paid these prices, like these secondary market prices and open packs like this, I'd be more red than I am with this hot-ass sweater on. Geno Atkins. Lane Johnson. Man, we're getting offensive linemen up in here. Josh Jacobs, second year. Mitchell Trubisky. This guy just keeps hanging on and hanging on. Keith Brooking, another retired scrub. Not a scrub. He was good, but scrub card. Kyle, can't even pronounce his last name. Juziznik. Kyle Juziznik. Jared Cook. Come on, man. The green of Deshaun Jackson, Eagles. I mean, that looks cool if you're an Eagles fan. Fireworks insert of Patrick Mahomes. I guess that's okay. Wish it was like a hollow. The green is not numbered. The green is not numbered. And Joshua Kelly. Wrong Chargers rookie. Wrong chart. So close, so far away. Teasing us. Wish you could have did better there. Man. Gold Herbert auto. Peace. No. Well, sorry we didn't do better with the packs. Luckily, I saved some for the next time I do a live stream and we do some giveaways. Maybe New Year's, guys. Maybe New Year's. I'm hoping to hit 1,800 subs by Christmas, which is a couple days away, and I'm a couple subs away. So hopefully we get that. The more likes I get on my videos, it gets them into the algorithm, I guess. That's how it works. And then more people see them, and then then maybe, yeah, we'll hit that 1,800. Like I said, I just signed up on Twitter, cleaning up my mess here. Got any last minute stuff? Always wondered what that tube is next to you. Yeah, this is just a lamp. This thing, this is just a lamp. But when I turn it on, it completely like blows away. Ah, Jesus! See, you gotta keep it turned off. It's blinding. It's like being at a Pink Floyd concert with these lights in the back and this light up front. Man, let's see. When are you going to do the 200 like giveaway from the NBA vid? Oh, yeah, that's going to be announced at the end of my next video. I didn't want to include that in this video because I was already giving stuff away. That stuff, the 4 cards that were being given away for the 200 likes, that's still happening. That's part of the YouTube videos. This was just a live stream with giveaways. The part of those are still being given away. I didn't want to add them in with this stuff because then it wouldn't have been fair to the people who are in the videos that couldn't make the live stream and stuff. So those 4 cards, 2 of those are still being given out to people, and that'll be announced at the end of my next video. You know, you watch my videos and then you'll see the giveaway at the end, which means most people just kind of scroll to the end and skip the video. But anyway, yeah, that's when I'll be doing that. And there'll be 2 cards. Whatever 2 cards were left over will be added to these slabs and stuff that I'm going to give away in more live streams. I poured out so much stuff to give away tonight, and I feel like I didn't get through a lot of it, but it's getting later. It's 2.5 hours. You guys are probably tired, and I'm losing my voice, actually. You can't tell. But yeah, I'm good. So to give a quick update on the channel to the people who are still here, I talked about the channel and the future of it in my last video and how I was feeling. I'm going to keep rolling out the same content that I always do, the stuff that you guys like, you know, the obscure stuff and, you know, the bargains and the research. I'm going to still do that. None of that stuff is going to change. However, I may add in like a really short video once per week, like maybe 5 to 8 minutes long. And I'm just going to chalk out like 2 or 3 basketball players that I think are good for that week. Based on performances, because you know the market changes so quickly, and today somebody's hot and tomorrow they're not. So I'm going to do something like that for the people who want to see, because there's a lot of people that have requested shorter videos talking about NBA stuff. So I'm going to also do that, and that won't be I won't have to do intros. I won't have to take a lot of time editing or nothing. It'll just be a quick 5-minute, hey, this is what I'm doing with the market this week. It's not going to be, hey, go do this. It's always what I'm doing. I would never, ever say do something that I don't do myself. That would just not be cool. Like, go buy that and let me know how it works out for you. For me, I'm going to show you what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. And then I want to live stream once a week. Ever since I started live streaming, this has been my most fun. So hopefully, because the live streams, I get to interact. That, I always go back. I read all my comments, guys. I have my notifications on. Every time a comment is posted to one of my videos, I scroll and I read it. Just because I don't heart it or like it or comment back, a lot of times I'll be in the middle of work on the floor in the casino and get a notification. And I'll always read it, but I just can't stop what I'm doing to stop and comment back. But I do read all of my comments. And that's why I've decided to keep doing my YouTube stuff, because my comments on my last video were overwhelming from you guys in a positive way, like I said. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing it, and I want to live stream more because the interaction with you guys is the most fun. Being able to talk and actually answer your questions easily by talking instead of trying to comment back to you, and you may see it, you might not, and things like that. And everybody can't make my live streams. That's unfortunate. Everybody's on different times. But thanks for coming out tonight, guys. We'll do another one of these maybe by New Year's. I can continue because I still save some stuff. I saved some stuff. I still got the mosaic hanger. I still got 2 of these. I still got 2 prism hangers. These must be where the goods are at. They must be in these hangers. I got a mosaic blaster. I got a bookshelf of, I keep pulling stuff, but it's all starting to fall. But I got a bookshelf of retail over here because, like I said, I'm able to find it every now and then because of where I live. So We'll see if I find some more stuff this week. Maybe I'll land some of that basketball stuff, and we'll do something coming up soon, guys. So just stay with the videos, and I'll keep you posted on what we're going to do. Thanks for coming out. No more last questions because I don't want to leave anybody hanging. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get a drink of water and get this hot sweater off. And until next time, guys, like I always say, good luck in your investing, and I'll see you later.